Good morning, ladies and gents. We are back, half awake, half asleep. Before we start with anything, I want to start off with something simple that's kind of always bothered me of how much of a difference weapons, affect your attack. So I'm going to start this up with a beginning training axe, and look, not upgraded attack power is literally 4,928 with a basically max blessing for wolf. So 31, 49, 31, 49, 31, 32. Okay, so rage is the best way to like dictate difference. 39, 62. I have no crit damage right now, so that's probably why it's like that. So 40k. Alright, and let's put on a BX. 66, 104. So about a 20k jump. 82k. 66 from 39. This is how much I really mean that weapon is not as a big deal as before. I mean, it does affect the outcome. Now I got a Mythic 5 AX. So 71. It's about a 4k difference. 4 to 5k difference. So I went from 100k. How much were the kids? Hold on. Let's try this again. We're going to compare the crits on the regular X. Good morning, everyone, by the way. So 110k on a crit on an AX Mythic 5. So I still got to get the SX to Mythic 5. 61. So it's about a 40k difference. From Mythic 5. That's how relevant the X actually is. Hold on. Until then, yeah, I'm gonna go through all my characters, all of my states, and answer a couple of questions. Anything that you guys have, I'm only gonna be on for a little bit till after I do my states. Probably level up some more of my characters, and that's about it. One cool thing that I do like about this new game mode is like you can queue warlords and you can queue battlefields. That's literally all I do now. So like, snaps. Crap. I just got in. Rip. I was gonna show. All right. Going good, Agent Dan. Well, it looks like it just popped, so I guess I'll have to save my stuff for later. I don't have really any PvP gear, so let's do it. Let's see, where is it? Someone has rejected the match. Well, I guess that's it. I didn't even think that was possible. Oh well. I'm sorry, guys. I'll have to show it to you some other days. See, look, all of this gear is all HP gear, giving me around 20,000 health. This is not a good PvP build, but it definitely protects you from getting one-shotted until you get S gear, which is PvP defense. I just can't justify um another build with all the one-shotting classes that hurt like hell. A lot of people keep asking me, like, what do you do in your states? It really that boils down to what do you want to do. Personally, for me, I don't want to go mining all the time. You can have an orchard and you can have a mine, but in my time playing Bless, the mine has always significantly made me more money than the orchard. Yeah, you do get gathered twig and stuff. You do get a lot of gathered herbs sometimes, but the amount of that you spend is actually small compared to like what you potentially can do. Yeah, no worries, agent. I need an energy drink. That's what I need. So you're gonna constantly see me do stuff like this because across 10 characters, I have a bunch of alts that feed estate materials to get stuff. Sadly enough, I don't have any of the blueprints because I don't feel like I can pay 400 for every blue. I mean, I can, but I don't want to. 400 stars, 400,000 star seeds on each blueprint. Otherwise, I'd have about 30 mines. You need to have a fishing pond. It's extremely expensive, but this is what gives you your estate workers that are expert for your ancient weapon. If you have like carpenters, if you have ancient chest recipes, this is where they go. And you need tames. To slow it down a bit, what is a carpenter shop? A carpenter shop is a shop that allows you to produce a material that's ancient called, not, that's ancient. It's called like this like for example, these are my smiths. These are expert smiths. They make the ones like ancient ornaments that you use for your ancient weapon. Now Sam makes stuff like, the decorative ingot that's used to craft the Dragonite shoulders. Now I have carpenters that use stuff like the decorative leather, and I use that to craft the attack shoulders. The fishing pond gives guides like this. This is the only way to get it. These artisans, and you need these artisans to make your ancient weapon. Now this guy right here, I can basically capture animals and farm materials like the butchered leather and the gathered herb, which is a very, very, very rare resource. It all goes in here, and you can stack all of this. And look at this. I haven't really been managing my states too well, but look at this. I got 41 silver ore, 40 stellite, 30 lunarite, gold ore, all of these materials just from my estate. 97 construction stone. This is another reason why you'd want to keep orchards. I don't personally, but this is where you would keep it so you can have construction stone and this. But like, 10 characters, that's 100 materials a day. That's more than enough to max out all 10 estates. So I don't have to spend star seeds on this ever again. So let's, 4 times, 4,000 star seeds times, let's just round up. 4,000 star seeds times 10, that's 40,000 star seeds I just saved myself on this one character. Do I think bleed satyrs will be a thing? Not right now, but they definitely will be in the future. They already hit really hard. People are missing out and they're sleeping on the bleed satyr build. But I feel like it is gonna become viable. I only have 3 tunes on console, Crusader Ranger and Berserker. Well, made a Berserker because of the best Berserker on YouTube. That's one of the things I don't really like to toot my own horn, really. But like, I will say, I am definitely hands down one of the best Berserkers on YouTube. I killed a full team on PC alone on my Berserker. But look, another reason. Look at these extra star seeds that you get from your alternates. That's 50,000 star seeds a day, like passively. I've been lazy to get these to level 30, but like now that it's at 30, all you gotta do is literally come in and collect, come in and collect, come in and collect. And look, another reason to keep this is if they're all berserkers, look, I could buy 10 dungeon reward boosters. I could literally buy another memory gem if I wanted to. All this I can buy on an alt and throw it in this account storage except for the time dungeon reward booster and maybe potentially the memory gem. But in the past you were able to do shit like that. Not anymore. So they definitely nerfed that. Is the bleed based on your damage done or life of the target? Now that's a very good question. Sadly, I don't have the answer to that, mainly because of the fact that, again, Starseeds is very low on PC. I'm selling everything on Xbox, and when I say everything, I mean like everything that's in my inventory that exists. So when the PC update drops, I'll be able to propel myself and show you guys what max blessings do before I move on to another game. Because this game has like months of like a dry period and then a massive update. Months of a dry period, then an update. So if I sell everything now, I know what I've learned is that throughout the game, everything gets cheaper, so you don't need to grind as hard. Like, look, more stuff in my estate that I could just throw in the account storage. And look at this. I have a lot of things in my account storage that I share across all 10 characters, and I still need more. Like, this is not enough. Like, I got my state stuff, I got my gathering stuff. This, boom. The seed campaign's worth buying. Just finished the story now. I play on QNA, but that's because I'm from SEA. What's QNA? Is that a server in Europe or something? Like, look at this. I forgot to put these to work, and that's not good. Alright, this one's done. Let's move on to the next character. Oh, Southeast Asia? I heard it's extremely, from friends that play there, that it's really, really cheap. Like, I'm actually genuinely surprised, like, how cheap it is on other servers. Like, legendaries for the Crescent Moon Ranger are like 250,000 versus a million on North America, which is funny because things have always been expensive on North America. Ancient chests are easier to get. That's crazy. But another thing too, it's like a lot. The reason there's so many people playing on North America on the PC is because they were completely new to it. Southeast Asia is all new players, so they're all gonna stay. But North America is all console players just trying to see what the update has to offer, and they're probably gonna go back to console. So as you guys can see here, like I'm literally farming nothing but start like estate materials. Keep the questions coming. It doesn't have to be about estates. It could be about anything that you want. And if I have the answer to it, I'll answer it. If I don't, then I won't. Seder crit items are expensive? Yeah. That's because that's another thing too. It's the amount of players in the game and satisfying the demand. And if there's more Saders, there's less stuff available. Should you max cleave or guillotine? Max both. Get them to level 29. You don't really need to get them to 30 unless you want the cooldown reduction, and honestly, it's not that big of a deal. That's just my opinion. You don't have to follow it. All I know is that 30 is the max. Like, look, I got 300k star seeds right now, and I'm not even playing on this character. Let's go back to Animosity. Animosity was a Berserker on my console, and now he's a little priest. How times have changed. What is the best blessing for Berserker? Do you think it's better for PvE between Wolf and Lionheart? If you guys missed the live stream, I'm sorry, but I'll do another video on that. I showcased the information between those two. I just don't want to, that I don't want to repeat. It says, if you over leveled your gear, how do you suggest catching up? What do you mean you over leveled your gear? Level 33 with 1050 gear score. So what do you mean how do you catch up? You're in a decent spot. There's nothing wrong with where you're at right now. You're exactly where you need to be. I mean, and everyone's different, you know. Ah, shoot. I did not want to put that in there. Give me 1 second. The reason, if you guys are wondering why I'm getting gathered herb so much, is because I'm going to be making my ancient weapon on this. Because it's going to be actually a lot easier to get than it is going to be for the attack axe. The attack axe just makes me too much money right now. Alright. Let's see. Is Earthbreaker still good? Yes and no. Earthbreaker is not as good as it was on Xbox. Leveling it up, I have it at 20, but if I were to level it up to 24, it's really good on big bosses, but outside of big bosses, I wouldn't bother using it. The other zones give penalties for content at the moment. The other zones, what do you mean? Oh, I get you. So, well, yeah, because the thing is you need to increase your gear score. And by increasing your gear score, the easiest way to do it is if you have B gear and the repair kits are cheaper. However, though, I would use B gear because it's what matters most out of your gear is not necessarily, your gear score, but you need to actually start upgrading your gear with good stats. For example, I had another staff previously from this one, but it's bad. Like, look at this. Blades of Justice, Holy Energy cost, like, I wouldn't use that right now. Like, all this is B gear, all this is bad. Like, for example, even though this is an A piece, I wouldn't necessarily use it if it's bad when I can use, like, like a crit rate legs, or if there's, like, crit damage stuff. Like, for example, this is crit rate boots. Technically, you would say, like, oh, it's good, right? But, like, no. Like, you'd want to have the Grand Seer boots in the meantime until you get to the S stuff. Same thing with your shoulders. Like, this is bad. Like, don't upgrade gear that is terrible. Upgrade gear that makes sense. If you don't have the star seeds, then just be patient, farm some materials like pyrite and stuff like that, and then make enough money until you can actually get there. Like, don't prepare your gear score full. I mean, all it is it allows you to attack people without a penalty. Yeah, the stream that I have is locked out, Sir Venice. It was a special live stream for people that showed up. It's for memberships only. If you want to become a member, you can definitely subscribe. It's like Twitch. It's like $2, and then you can look at the membership only live streams. It's a small request for the amount of time I put into some of these videos. What class would you recommend for me for PC? I'm thinking Ranger or Crusader. What's your opinion on this? Um, well, it depends. If it's for dungeons, Ranger's pretty nasty, but I still feel the Berserker's the way to go. I mean, it's like the best burst damage altogether. Rangers do hit hard, and I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube, but they are incomparable to an S weapon maxed out Berserker. Like, Berserkers just are constantly pumping damage out, and I'm talking about in the millions. And that's just not me being biased at all. Like, all classes hit hard. For example, like, I've seen mages hit for millions. I've seen Berserkers hit for millions. I've seen Crusaders hit like really, really hard. Like, all classes could potentially hit hard, but the thing is, it's like consistently, Rangers, Berserkers, and mages are always hitting like the hardest. Like, Crusaders on Crescent Moon hit really, really well. I know a lot of Crusaders like to stay on Lionheart Legacy. I mean, Lionheart Legacy. I'm sorry, Final Strike, which is on Gift of Valor. So it really boils down to your playstyle. One of the cool things I like about the way the game is set up now is it really doesn't. You're not tethered to just one type of playstyle. You can try different types of builds. Ever since your last, let's see, ever since your last live stream. Hold on, give me a second. Dude, this is by far my favorite character. I'm gonna go to him later though. Let's see. Ever since your last live stream, I finally made all my alts and got my guys to Abby's with 1300 gear score. Yeah, honestly, it's such alts have so much to offer. Like, it's crazy how people don't like it. People think it's like you need to know life all your characters, and that's just not true. You guys saw with proof on my live stream that if I just kind of spend 3 hours or maybe an hour a day um, working on an alt, getting them to 26, that's 30,000 star seeds a day. that people are sleeping on. And let's say you have 10 alts. Let's say, oh well, I can't afford a character change expansion ticket. And that's just not true either, because you can use one of your alts, farm star seeds. Let's say you get 30,000 star seeds a day. So 33, 6, 9, 12, 5. So in about less than a week, you'll have around 200,000 star seeds to buy a character expansion ticket on the market, and then they just basically feed each other. Like for example, my weapon, I got lazy, just bought a weapon on the market, got it to Mythic 5, the A1. I got it at Mythic, and then look, with your character, like as you can see, I get not only like warrior talents, but you also get soul crystals. And when you grind your artifact cores throughout the campaign. If you guys don't know what soul crystals are, that's a whole different discussion. But I'll show it to you guys right here anyway. And this is why I like alts. Let's see. I'm new to the game. Just want to ask if what level can I participate to end game content? Um, at any level, honestly, up to 20, I think that you can start. End game content, I would guess, would be like 35. But like most of the content in the game is like opened up at 30. So I'm gonna head over here to the Soul Merchant, and this is why I like alt. Every single week, always do the weekly resets because you get around 10 to 12,000 soul crystals, and look at all these different things that you can buy. You can buy, like if I were to buy this, that's 20,000 star seeds that I could sell on the market, but I wouldn't buy that because why would I buy that when I can buy a repair kit that is 72,000 star seeds on the market? So let's say I make 15k soul crystals a week. That's 70 times, let's just say it's 50,000 star seeds. That's 150k a week that you can get on one alt just from selling the repair kits. And all this extra stuff that you can buy. And literally you do nothing. You just wait till Thursday, wait for the reset. For everybody to start attacking the bosses. You go in there, if you have a dual monitor setup, have like your little alt there, tag the boss, just kind of AFK. Because there's going to be so many people there. I know that's kind of like toxic, like, oh, you're not helping. I'm like, honestly, do you really need help when there's like a million people attacking the boss and the boss is dead in under a minute? I don't think so. So I'll just put on a movie, watch it on the right, and do that across all 10 characters. It's taking me like an hour to go through all 10 characters if it's done if you move swiftly. I mean, but that was also when there was like 7 channels. Now there's 4, so it's going to take a little bit more time. You might get unlucky and catch things that aren't there. Hold on one second. This is the only downside to alts, is I don't really like doing stuff like this. This stuff right here is 100% boring. Alright. It may be boring, but you make so much money doing this. Like you guys already know, I have a recipe. So all this stuff I do is just for my recipes to feed my character. And if you have alt with one character, it's a lot easier. Let's see what the rest of the questions are. Dungeons only get 1 item, fight 3 boss. Wait, Wesley transcends. Oh, I hear you. Well, Wesley, if you ever want to join, oh yeah, you're on a different server. Forgot. Alright, so we got the Flea, the guitarist. Alright, Saber Wolf. Got it. I want to do both PvP and PvE like I do on console. Yeah, I hear you. But PvP is very different on this game. I mean, I still have fun with it. I still win my matches. The only thing I really lose to is like when all 3 players focus on me and I'm on the ground. But other than that, if I'm not on the ground, I will be able to kill everybody, every one of you. Just because like my build allows me to stay alive. And it just sucks because like after the first 2 rounds, people definitely learn to focus me afterwards. Alright. Let's just see. I did finish my ancient weapon. Is it worth it after the update? Yes, it is worth it because it has more base attack power. Why so many characters? Well, I'm not re-explaining that answer. Like literally the reason why I have maxed everything, max account storage, max personal storage, is because of what I did within the first week of the game. Like backspaces were like 8k a piece. Account storage was 5k a piece. Account storage now is selling for 90k a piece. It's wild to me. But I already knew that was gonna happen. You wish the game had guides, but the thing is, my guy, MMOs don't always have guides. Like, it's literally people like me putting a lot of time and work and effort so you can get it easy. So unless you appreciate content creators that put their time into it, it's not going to be done. Because the thing is, with all of this free information, it makes it easier for you to level up. It makes it easier for you to grind. It makes it easier for you to not get taken advantage of from other players that did put in the time. For example, let's say, you know, I decided just to take down all of the information I have on YouTube right now. Nobody would know where the best spots to level are. Nobody would know how to clear the dungeons. They would physically have to figure it out themselves. Nobody would know what estates are, how to manage that, etc. Wafu, don't be sharing the goods, brother. Let me see this. I got 3 more characters to go through, and I feel already mentally checked out. Yeah, don't worry about that. Like this tomorrow, I think tomorrow is when I'm gonna make a build video for the Berserker. But I will say this: build for 14 reds, okay? Build for 14 reds and 2 whites. You want to go for reds? I'll just leave it at that. Okay. I'm good on that, honestly though. Wafu, like says I'm currently level 29. What's the best thing I can be to level? Play the campaign. The hints on the mine blueprint rare. Well, I will say if you have money to spend, the best way to get the mining blueprints that are blue is go to your limited shop and buy it here. See, I could get mine joy here, and they have a basically pay to win model here. They want you to spend money. So like, let's say right here, I get a free refresh. So all this stuff right here, let's say it doesn't work out for me. I don't like this stuff. So now I can refresh my list, and because now that's what they have in the limited time merchant shop. And now look, old mine blueprint, old same stuff, and you could just basically refresh yourself like that. And a lot of people talk smack about Bandai, uh, but I feel like for console, Bandai really made sure that these guys stepped it up and made sure that the game was running smoothly and it wasn't, poorly made. Cause I like the way it's being handled. Like I like the PC update, I definitely do, but a lot of changes came a lot faster because of console. I think with the overwhelming increase of players, the WCW should take advantage of recreating some of your videos. Oh, I know. But the thing is, it's like, you gotta remember, when I do the videos, I do it for fun. I don't do it necessarily because I expect a paycheck. It's nice to have passive income and stuff like that, but it has to be fun for me. And when I'm not having fun, I don't want to do things. And a lot of those build videos take a lot of time. Like the Ranger video that I did took a couple hours, mainly because I had to get all of the recordings, clip it, write down the script, and make sure that it's all done. Because when I do my videos, when I actually edit everything down, I want to make sure that it makes sense, and you're not getting a lot of ums, and a lot of basically uhs, and just mumbo jumbo and just tangents. I just want to give you just nothing but concrete information that you can use and get straight to the point. Because I'm pretty sure you've seen YouTubers, you're like, oh my god, get to the point already. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Now I got one more character after this, and then we'll be able to just kind of explore the world on one of my alts. So let's see. I'm just saying your content that we're subbing with, but some of your dungeon videos are out of date because if y'all learn how to do entropic descent, yeah, they are out of date because they're not necessarily out of date. They're still relevant to people that play on console. They're not relevant to people that play on PC. But I have to make separate videos on that too. I mean, the dungeons are essentially the same. The bosses just hit harder. That's the only difference. Oh yeah, Crusader still is the same way. You build for crit. If you need backspace, I just want to head to into higher areas. That's another thing too. You can definitely get backspace just by exploring the map. And that's the funny thing too. I haven't bothered exploring the map at all. So look, since I've started the video, I've been lazily doing all of my estates. It's been like 30 minutes, and I basically finished all 10 characters. 30 minutes of your time, 10 characters, 10 estates, and you can potentially net yourself, you know, 300k to a million star seeds based off of like, for me, like I said, I'm crafting shoulders to sell in the market. Unfortunately, a lot of people have tanked the market, so a lot of things aren't worth as much. For example, like for me, one of the recipes that I do have that makes me money is a shoulder guard's vigilance. So look, now there's so many people with this recipe that it went from 2 million a shoulder to 200k. Like look at that. A triple yellow green is selling for basically 300k. Like that's disgusting. I would not sell like a multicolored shoulder for that cheap. Yeah, so I was gonna say that now comparing attack power with the S weapon, I feel like the attack is definitely gonna be the most viable for the S weapon. But like for some of the other stuff that, you know, for example, like have crit, like you guys saw the difference between a B weapon and an A weapon, attack wise. And it was like what, a 4k difference? So I feel like if the crit rate might be more viable for like crit damage builds and stuff like that. I know a lot of people keep asking like, you know, what are the right weapons to do? You know, it's hard to give you all the answers right now because the thing is it's like a lot of these things take time. Like cores take time to gather, buying the weapons, and on top of that, you know, you want to be able to get the max rolls to see the maximum optimal DPS. And it's just like it's not simple. It's not it's simple if you just wanted to buy out, you know, cosmetics and sell them for star seeds on the market. Like it's really simple to do that, but I don't want to do that. All the stuff I've ever gotten in this game has been free to play. All right, let's go and play on a character. I know a lot of you guys want to see the Zerk, but you know, let me hop on my Ranger. Where is my Ranger? Boom. You have 32% crit rate with your Satyr. Are you on a console or are you on You said you were on PC, right? I feel like the sweet spot personally for me is 20 to 30% crit rate. Well, I'll tell you this much: the PvP attack weapons are mad dangerous. You can one-shot people, but I feel like the main reason people are getting one-shot is because they don't have PvP defense. Because I'll tell you this much: I was fighting people in Warlords all day yesterday, and everyone I could practically one-shot or two-shot, and then there's like two people that were probably the tankiest people I've ever seen in my life. They were just not squishy. Alright, so now I gotta gather 150 warrior talents, so I gotta do some of these regionals. Um, This is the blessing that I'm on. I'm on Crescent Moon. But I really do like Mark of the Wolf too, because as you can see, when you hold special arrows, you get extra crit rate of 20%, which is pretty nasty. I gotta get these maxed out, but like a lot of the blessings for the ranger are extremely viable. That's just my opinion. In 2 days, there's an open beta for New World. Are you planning to give it a try? Yes, I am gonna try it, but I don't think everything that I've seen on the game, it feels like it's just gonna be like people are gonna try it, they're gonna play it, and then they're gonna mentally check out. It's gonna be big wars and stuff like that. From what I've heard, it's more PvP based than it is dungeon based, which is gonna be good. But like, there's not really that much content available, and there's just like 100%. Most of the stuff there is like crafting. It's like crazy to me. Well, look at this stuff. I'm gonna pull these guys. Wow, I'm so used to running on my Berserker, I forgot what it's like not having stamina. See, I'm running Frost Mage Wolf. I'm happy with. Yeah, Frost Mage is the meta to go to. I would say Frost Mage and Lionheart. That guy's done. So another thing that if you guys didn't know, if you need warrior talents, you can actually get warrior talents from doing your prestige quest. So I gotta do a bull and this. So you know what? I'm actually gonna capture a video of that too, because that's gonna be a whole separate video. Because people think you just need to do the dungeons to get your warrior talents, and that's just not true. Just give me a second. I'm gonna be looking away from the chat for a second, so I can just speed through and sneak on these guys. You know what? I just realized Red Basin is popping. I'm gonna hop on my other character and do that, so you guys can see what I mean. No, he got it. You monster. Alright, I'm out of here. Let's do some Red Basin. Let me see what the guild, let me see who's queuing in the guild. 1 second. Yo, I'm gonna queue Red Basin. Is anybody else gonna queue? Alright, for sure, for sure. Alright, I'll be back. Alright. Alright, so I just logged on to my Zerk. Let me get my stuff. Where is it? So I got 200 butchered leather. That's wild. And look, I got 19 days left, and these guys right here are making me my decorative leather. You see like that? Stuff like that. And this is all stuff that happens in the background. I don't have to think about it. It just happens, and then I can just collect at the end of the day. I'll just wake up to it. So let me leave this. When the fuck is console gonna get the update? Very good question. I don't know. I was told I've been hearing through friends that they're anticipating September 14th, but I don't know if that's true. Alright. So we're gonna queue Battlefield. And we're gonna queue Warlords. Wow, that was fast. Alright, well, we're in. Let me see. Yeah, I got my build on. So look, I got 19k health. By the way, defense took the shitter. They nerfed all defense, so it's harder to get to 80% defense mitigation. So you're gonna have to find a way with S gear to get back up to 80% defense mitigation, so you can tank a bit more hits. Let's see, just got in. Are we about to do this, boys? Let's see how we do. Well, the thing is, you gotta remember it's core time, and that's around the time people do Red Basin. Who's on my team? Let's see who's on my team. I got Ray, Movement. Oh, we're gonna like literally decimate the other team because I have no idea who. I know who's on my team. The only person that's good on that team is probably gonna be Oris and Hope. The rest I have no idea. Well, it depends, because the thing about Red Basin is how well do you play as a team with each other. So as a Berserker, of course, the skills that you want to run for PvP are Seize. Get that to level 20 to get the stun. I don't have it at 20 because I'm lazy. Get Charge. For me, I run Wolf for PvP and Earthbreaker and Cleave. Other people don't use Cleave but you know, people play the way they want to play. If I fight a Priest, I'm keeping Whirlwind. That's why I have it like that. Also, you know, again, industry secrets. You want to run Concussive Force and Shoulder Strike. You don't need Rage in PvP as a Berserker no more, mainly because if you run Wolf, mainly because you're working on the knockups. All right, let's see what these guys are talking about. We win. We have a cheater, Ray. What? Toxic. This patch is this patch defense. It's not defense is useless. It's just they nerfed it really, really bad. Like, look at my defense right now. I got 4,000 defense, bro. And if I were to put on defense pants, it's harder to get up there. What I'm saying is it's just harder to get up to 80% defense mitigation right now until S gear, I would say. All right. I got 51 battle pots. Let's see what happens. Like nobody went A? Are you serious? And he's dead right here. Literally nobody is safe. Nobody. Free cap? No problem. You're gonna basically be seeing me do stuff like this all the time. I could literally fight 2 to 5 people, even more, on my own if they don't have PvP defense gear. If they do have PvP defense, as long as I stun them, it should be easy. Look at this. Look at this guy. Just like that. Dead. Yeah, the CC chain. If I had like one person, like that's another thing too. Rangers are terrifying because you can dodge one erupting arrow, but there's two, which is a scary part. Aw, man, I would have to fight my own guildie, bro. I'm trying to get kills. I'm not gonna waste my time because I know he's gonna be juicy. It's literally gonna be like a battle of the ages, fighting that guy. Like this is why I like Wolf so much, because like I keep this charge up all the time. Like look at this. Dude, that is one tanky ranger, bro. I'm impressed. What? Hold on, let me pop some buffs for real now. Let me get a little tankier. So now I should have like 25k health. Yep. So some people use the credit cards 100% to get like PvP gear. Let's hit this guy right here. You see how everyone's just getting deleted? See, look at this priest right here. He thinks he's safe. You just gotta break his shield and that's it. Whew, that guy hits hard, bro. But that's what I mean. You need to have PvP defense to tank these hits. Like, I'm sitting at 25,000 health, 0 PvP defense. So to the fact that one of his moves can take about 60% of my health says everything. Yeah. Like some moves that hit for like 20,000, 30,000. Like there's just like no way some of these people are gonna be living. Let's get this true guy. Oh, gotta be careful. So look at that. I went from 100 to 0. I mean, I know there's like 5 people attacking me, but like that's unheard of on Xbox. I just gotta find someone by himself. What the heck? Oh yeah, you gotta love the glitches, man. Look at this. Am I out of the fight? Like, you can't make this stuff up, yo. Are you kidding me, bro? No, oh, he's solo queued. I literally just emergency escaped into... What is this? I broke the game. Can someone kill me, please? I'm gonna have to tell Oris to kill me. Bruh. I'm in a bush. Get me out of here. Hold on, what if I use leap to get out? Will that work? Nope, I can't even get out. Come on, get me out of here. Well, Oris tried to come and help. I just saw him get zapped. Come on, fellas. Bro, like how? This is so dumb, bro. And I gotta wait an hour before I can emergency escape again. Hold on. Jesus, bro. Yeah, Ours is trying to kill him. Why are they holding that so hard? It's Hope. Kill me. Like, warning, inactive for an extended period of time will cause you to be expelled. I'm gonna get a matchmaking penalty. Because, like, I can't physically do anything. Wow. Yeah! Kill me! Yes! Yeah! I didn't think I was ever gonna be happy to die, but what the fudge, bro? Am I still under the map? I swear to God, if I'm under the map. I'm still under the map, dude. What just happened, bro? That sucks. I'm out. This is stupid. How do I leave the game? Leave Battlefield? Like, that's actually dumb. Ugh, that gets me so fucking annoyed, bro. I'm gonna get a matchmaking penalty anyway, like. You will not be able to join the battlefield, maybe because of your garbage fucking setup, dude. How long is this matchmaking penalty? It's probably like fucking 15 minutes and I have like no say in the matter. 14 minutes, man. That's actually annoying. That's toxic as hell. I'm sorry guys if I sound like super like annoyed as fuck, but like dude, that sucks. Like you wait like the other guy, you wait 3 hours to get into a game and then that shit happens? Alright, let's go back to another character then. Send in a ticket. That ticket's not going to get me my game back, sadly enough. Well, you know what else is there to do, really? There's not much more to be said. You got to see a little bit of PvP. You got to see a little bit of estates. You got to see everything else. I'm leaving this video up for everybody. I guess all I can do is just play on my ult. I have no idea. I have no idea to get that title. Man, dude, that really bummed me out. I really want to get back into basin, but now I gotta wait 15 minutes. I gotta sell my axe, though. Let me see. What I need to do. Let's see, I gotta get my speed buff. Always get your speed buff. That thing is just broken to have. My ults, I'm slowly getting them all to level 30. But again, I don't want to like no life this game like that. You know, my goal is literally just to do my time dungeons and hop off. I'm not gonna play this game like I used to. When I got time, I'll get him to 30. When I don't, then I won't. Yeah, nerds, have a good one, Agent. Yeah, if you guys have any last questions, I'm gonna be hopping off basically myself too. I'm starving and I want to watch some TV and some movies. If you guys haven't already seen it, go ahead and check out Money Heist. The new season just came out. I am not sponsoring them at all. Just pointing out that that is a very good show to watch. Alright, regional done. Yeah, I'm burnt out. I am starving. What is the best wand for the mage? Depends. A setup or S setup. Alright, so I've been streaming for 56 minutes. 4 more minutes and then I'll hop off. So any questions you guys have, feel free to ask right now. 2 breath. 2 discs. 1, 2. In the meantime, I appreciate your yo, Jesse with the $20 dono. Let's go, my guy. Look, what is this? I'm on the map. This game is so buggy, dude. Jesse, though, man, appreciate it, dude. Like, honestly, stuff like that actually motivates me to continue doing more videos for everybody. I know a lot of you guys have already become members and stuff like that, and I definitely do appreciate it. It definitely supports what I do and will allow me to continue doing what I do. Because until then, you know, people got to work the 9 to 5s, you know what I'm saying? You know, playing games ain't going to pay you your bills. I mean, this one does pay a good portion of some of my bills, which is actually funny as hell. I did not expect that. What do I like, Crit Satyr or Crit for... They're both good. I personally think Crescent Moon is the way to go. Valor is juicy for Final Strike, but Crescent Moon works really well with all of your attacks. That's just my opinion. I know you're asking that question about the Berserker, but I'm not re-answering that question. You can definitely rewatch the live stream and see what the chat says. Let's see, what about normal hits, right? Yeah, normal hits. I will answer for everything else. For the Berserker, I'm kind of keeping under wraps, mainly because when I come back on Xbox, I mean, I'm not completely keeping it under wraps. Like, I've already said it on multiple live streams. I said it before. It really boils down to what you think. All I know is that there's 2 very viable blessings on the Berserker. Some of you see me the way I play and see what I do, so you can see for yourself. The S weapon we have on console, like Defense X, yeah, there's still one on it still exists here, and it's 100% more viable because defense has been nerfed. So needing an S weapon for defense is actually really important, because to get to the 80% defense mitigation, if you wanted to get to that point. Random donuts in there. What do you want to know, Jesse? Anything you want to know, obviously. I'll answer. Ask away, Jesse. You know, if you want to know, then I'll let you know. Just let me know right now. That's so. The elements in this game? Yeah, I can explain you elements in this game. Elemental weapons are not like they were before. They don't exist, from what I've seen, really. I mean, they do. But like, for example, like the A weapon still exists in the box. The cool thing is they do have animations, so you can definitely still use them. I just personally don't. The best blessing for the priest is gonna be for dungeons and for PvP is Mark of the Wolf. Same thing for the mage, Mark of the Wolf, and Lionheart. For Ranger, it's Crescent Moon, and people are saying Mark of the Wolf as well. Mark of the Wolf is really big. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. They still haven't fixed Lightning Arrow. Later on with PvP and Zerg for Satyr. Okay, so Jesse, which class do you want to know about? I'll answer your questions right now because you've honestly, that's not the first time you've ever donated to the channel. I definitely want to give back. Any questions you have, since you're present in the live stream, you guys will get some benefits for him being here and supporting the channel like he always does. What class do you want to know, Jesse, and what questions do you have? It does exist in the game. It actually has some really cool, I'll go to the market right now so you can see for yourself. Just let me finish up this regional. By the way, guys, you guys don't have to donate, but I definitely do appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and it allows me to buy some stuff to continuously buy improvements for the channel. For example, like if I want to buy, let's see, a soundboard, if I want to buy some better speakers, a better PC setup, you know, maybe even a better quality. Those are all viable things that I can get for the channel. The more donations that come in. Remember, donations are donations. They are not required. But you got to remember too that a lot of the information I do post out there is definitely free information. So it's a great show of support if you do. Satyr mostly, like which blessing to run. So the Satyr, Jesse, I'll tell you everything right now. I actually, since you're on, did I finish this regional? I'll jump on my Satyr right now. What is my gear score? I have over 1300 gear score, I think. I'm just not pushing past my gear score that much. Guitar is the old Empire boot still in the game. Nope. So again, I've been saying it's not like they're gonna remove these things from the game. So I feel like those items will be legacy items. They'll still have the same stats, maybe nerfed a bit, but that's about it. So look at this though, Jesse. Like this is badass. I crafted these shoulders. I hunted bosses and stuff to make these shoulders right here. They're hunting shoulders. They're like the Dragonite shoulders, but better. Because you made it yourself. No recipes, no nothing. It was just straight from your hard work of killing bosses. Now, the blessings that I have for the Satyr, I have Crescent Moon and Gift of Valor. And these are pretty juicy. Now, when you look at the stats of the Crescent Moon, Satyr says, increase the damage of slash skills 40% and charge them up to 2 times. Additionally, the head-to-head match effect is applied for 16 seconds every time a slash skill hits an enemy. But the question is, what is head-to-head? That's a lot of people are asking. Let's see. Successful counterattacks restore 2% HP, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Successful counterattacks against enemies under the head-to-head match effect increases the damage of counter effect 40%. So when you do this, you have head-to-head active. And for head-to-head to proc a 40% damage increase, you need a counterattack. So basically the way you would play this out is you'd twin strike, then counter. Hitting enemies with the combo has a 30% chance to decrease the cooldown of slash skills 13 seconds. Which is good to get your skills back. And remember, these are all at blue. Increase max HP 1250 and damage of combos plus 48. And this is why this this setup is probably by far one of the best setups in my opinion. So let's go ahead and use this. So Twin Strike, Carve a Path. Those are the 2 skills you need to have on this setup. Let's see. I'm going to take out Burning Blade. So look, I get 3 Twin Strikes. I don't know if you can see this, but look. I'm going to attack a zombie from distance. See that right there? See that? I don't even have to be next to enemies anymore. So let's say you're in red base and Ranger's trying to run away from you. I don't think so, buddy. And look, you even have combos that follow up. Look at that. Hold on. Let's read the skill again just to double check. See, increase the damage of slash kills. Additionally, the head-to-head match effect is applied for 16 seconds. Every time a slash kill hits an enemy. Okay, there you go. Kills. I have to kill it with it. So what are slash kills? This is a charge, stab, shell. This is a slash. Stabs. This is a slash, carve a path. So to proc head to head, I need to kill it with carve a path, and that's how that works. So let's get this guy weak. Alright. So now head to head has been activated for 14 seconds. I mean 16 seconds. So my attack is at 54.36. I'm gonna go away. Hold on, let me see. I need to put on counter attack. 1 second. So nothing has changed. All right, let's reactivate this. All right. So head to head just got activated, and now I have to counter attack. See, that's the really buggy part about counter attack, because like you really got to time it right, and they're gonna fix that in the update. So now all of my slash skills are gonna be amplified. That's just actually nasty. Let's see if you have any questions. I'm gonna go back and switch blessings now. How long have I been playing? I've been playing this game for like a year and a half now. But on and off. How long have I been playing Bless on PC? Not too long. I just got one character to like 35 and let it sit for a while, and then worked on alts, and I've just been getting on and doing PvP every day. So here we go, Gift of Valor, which is the other viable blessing for the Satyr. What do you think works better for Crusader, with the Valor crit hit or damage? You need crit hit rate and damage. You can't. The Satyr stacks an incredible skill, which is right here, which is endless. Like if I get rid of the chains, look at this. Where is it? So here's Zealot's Fire, and I'm gonna activate that. So like right now my crit rate's 7%, right? I unlocked this at like level 20. But if I have Zealot's Fire with this, you get 10% extra crit rate. So I'd be sitting at 17% crit rate just with the doo-doo gear that I have on now. I have terrible gear on my Satyr right now. Like Satyrs naturally will have like 20 to 30% crit rate, just naturally. So now I'm on Gift of Valor. Let's take a look at the skills for the Satyr. Using shout type combos and skills, immediately activate Final Strike at full charge for 5 seconds. So basically, this is definitely good to upgrade because of how much damage your Final Strike gets. So Final Strike is Burning Blade. Now, because it's a shout-based skill, you want to have both. You want to have Furious Warcry and you want to have Resolute Warcry. Alright. Let's see if there's any other questions. It's still possible to get ancient weapons on PC, yes. I don't know if I should play Priest or Mage. I love healing, but the healing doesn't seem that crucial. You don't need to heal that much, especially in dungeons. You just need to put Judgment on for everyone else. I just want to see if Old Empire boots allow guillotines to restore health. I think so. Still, it'll still do that, Glug. But you won't be able to get them ever again, but they'll still exist. That's just my theory. Again, it's just what I'm theorizing, because I know that gear still exists on PC. For example, like I am getting 8 drops on PC, but it's bound to your account, and you can't sell it. Alright. Let's see this. Look at that. Fully charged strike. And you see that little timer at the top of my health bar? That means I could have done it again. The more you upgrade it, the longer you can still have it. And these shout type skills allow you to use a fully charged skill. Let's look at it. Hitting enemies with Final Strike at full charge decreases the cooldown, so that means every time I upgrade this, I will have Final Strike available all the times. Enable Final Strike to be charged up to 2 times, and increase the skill level plus 0. So this is a skill you would use with chains as well. but I don't have it on. Increase the damage of charge skills plus 50% and defense. So this move is basically revolved around Final Strike all the way. So let's do a scream. And I can still do it again. 9% cooldown. And that's all the Satyr was on Xbox, and I don't want to play like that anymore. That's why I'm on Crescent Moon, because Final Strike is nasty, but that's kind of boring to me, to just go around and just stabbing people all the time. PvP on PC is dead. I don't know about you, but I mean, I've never had an issue getting into a game. And you gotta remember, people aren't geared yet. The only people that are geared for PvP are players that were on console. Is Priest any good for PvP? Same, that's why I'm thinking of moving to Crescent Moon or Wolf. Alright, let's see. I'll post a video so you guys can see like what the Zerg can do. Alright, well, I am tired. I'm hungry. Hopefully I answer you guys. Hopefully I answered some of your guys' questions. I'll answer one last one just because I do love answering questions. Reza Basm. Priest is probably one of the most broken classes for PvP right now. It is practically untouchable, but a good Berserker will literally put you on your butt. I've basically beaten every Priest that I considered good at the game. If there's more Priest, I'm in a 1v1. I still gotta beat a couple more. Jesse with another $20 dono, my guy. Appreciate it, brother. See, this is the stuff, man. I was about to crash, man, but I just want to call it in. It just really shows a lot of support. My dude, you made my night. Thanks to Jesse, I'm gonna leave this whole live stream up. So I'm gonna leave that for everybody, not just members only. And I'm just gonna leave this up so if anybody missed it, I'm gonna leave it out for everyone. But for now, I am gonna get some grub. I'm starving. I'm gonna play this game. I'm gonna play Basin for a bit and just kind of be away from the chat. Go buy some tacos. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know about you, but I've ever been to the place called Tacos LG. That's my stuff. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna wake up my girlfriend and maybe take her to get some tacos. I will get one more Red Basin game in. I'm gonna wait like 5 to 10 minutes, and if it doesn't pop, I'm off. But I'll see you guys later. Show some support and love if you guys want. Remember, in all of my description boxes below is my Streamlabs tipping page. That bypasses YouTube. That bypasses Twitch. It goes straight into my wallet. That way YouTube doesn't get a cut. I do appreciate YouTube. YouTube does a lot, you know, in basically doing what they do for, you know, content creators. But Streamlabs tipping is like the best way to go to support your favorite content creators because it goes straight into them. Well, you know what? Fudge. I was going to get off, but F it. Oh, it's a threes match. Okay. All right, my biscuits are about to get fried. I'll embarrass myself for a bit. I did record a couple of games last night where I did win a couple of my pugs. Hopefully it's not too sweaty. I was gonna get it. You know what? Let me see. Do I want to embarrass myself? Is the game going in? And no, it's not gonna go in because it says 6 out of 6, and it's not pulling me into the game. Preemptively excited. I'm sorry, guys, but this is basically PC on Bless. As you can see, nothing has changed. So that's it for today's video. I'll see you guys next time. As always, stay blessed.